So I was going to take it a bit different because obviously it's a shame that she's passed away, but you can see some of the things that have happened around it. Obviously, it's taken over the news cycle. Everything's gone paused. There's no normal activity. It's essentially been pushed in everyone's agenda. You've got the bank holiday coming. So naturally, everyone's going to try and see the light in these things. And one of the things I noticed was the PR stunts that companies had done. Some of them were pretty
distasteful
out there. So, for example, everyone saw the one that Domino's had done. It wasn't distasteful. I'd say it just didn't look right. It was just put on there, and then without a second thought of what's going to be beneath it or near it. But you see, obviously, Domino's come out. I think I saw Wimpy put something out as a statement, and it's just a bit like, okay, I get it,
but your point is, what's the need?
But what?
Like, is there an expectation from the company?
I don't think there's what's a need. I think. Look, it's cool, man. If you want to pay your commiserations and anything like that, that's fine. The bit that took it a step too far, I understand putting out a post on a social media account. I get it. The next step beyond that is seeing like the header of a website say, "We offer our condolences to Her Majesty the Queen," etc. Now, if you go onto the Boots website, it's still there and it looks okay. It works beneath. When you're looking at fashion companies do it, it looks extremely out
As
of place.
in, what you mean is
it
because
says at the top,
but it carries on as a normal fashion website and like they're selling things and
yes, it carries on like normal.
Okay, so you're feeling it's not consistent.
Yeah, not even that. It's like you got people modeling pictures and outfits beneath, looking really snazzy, and then you've got this somber thing at the top, and I'm like, this does not look good. Like you should have thought of putting this as a blank front page.
Yeah. You separate it.
But then obviously that kills the conversion rate, so you're not going to do that either.
Yeah, I either don't do it.
So yeah, I think it was,
or like you're saying, do it tastefully and do it in a way where it's not. It's what you described there makes it sound like, well, you're just doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it for show. You're doing it because you think it's the right thing to do.
It feels like they're doing it just to keep up with what everybody
else
else
seems to be
has
the done thing.
Yeah.
No.
And that's not helpful.
It doesn't come across as genuine. I think that's what it is.
Right. Yeah, it comes across very disingenuous, which is a shame. Other thing I wanted to do is talk about some of the TV coverage out there. So obviously you've got the 24-hour news cycle now completely covering everything that's happening about the Queen passing away, all these stories everyone's hearing. But the real primetime TV current is like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Sorry,
when after
you're
the
awake
Queen
because?
passed away. I think Sky News was standing outside Buckingham Palace.
You were awake at that time, were you? Were you awake?
Sorry? No, I wasn't, but I saw the clips the next day.
3 a.m.
go viral, right?
The day
and one of the clips was 3 a.m. the day of. And obviously the anchor's there. They've obviously gone live to her to get people's reaction because they want to feel the authenticity behind how people are feeling and what they're doing. They didn't think that they'd meet people who are literally off their rocker really high, just taking interviews. And they have to do the interview, and they've started the interview. It's live TV. You can't cut it. So you feel sorry for the anchor who has to carry on the interview with someone who's completely off their face. And they're not making any coherent sense. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is so cringe. But equally, I feel so bad for the news anchor because they're getting torpedoed here. And they're just thinking, I've got to make the most out of the situation and just try and make lemonade out of lemons.
If you really can call them lemons, yeah. I think, look, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So what do you expect, man? You expecting people to just be reciting poems like, 3 o'clock in the morning? Like, what type of people are going to be there at 3 o'clock in the morning? Either you got people who are waking up early, like praying people. Okay, you got that subset. And then you got the people who just haven't gone to sleep. And they're just like, get off their rocker. So, yeah. Grief does grief does funny things to funny people, even though it sounds like it's not real grief. That was their issue. On that note, I read something really good, which I wrote down, which I'm going to include in my book whenever it gets published. It's said by the Queen, but it was in Prince William's, who's now the Prince of Wales' speech. She said, "Grief is the price you pay for love." I thought that was really on point. I really like that. Just a side point. I thought that was... I was just thinking about, obviously when someone passes away, why is it that you're sad? And trying to understand,
Yeah,
because you love them.
Because you love them.
That's exactly what it is.
Or you feel love for the people that are affected.
Yes. Yes. That's also true. So, yeah.
Yeah. One last one is the opposite side of the world. So obviously we've spoken about fast fashion, PR companies. Then you've got the underground side of the world, which is not very well known. This is the drug dealers. So what drug dealers did, and this is a news story. 13 minutes after the Queen passed away, I'm going to find the actual thing, right? Okay, 13 minutes after the Queen passed away, they sent out a message to a bunch of people offering discounts on their products. Let me just find it. Hang on.
Where would you be selling them to?
It's pretty bad. So here you go. In tribute to the Queen, who's passing away at 96 years old at a time of passing, I will reduce the price of one Bolivian flake to £96 tomorrow and Saturday, guys. And you put like a little clink champagne glass emoji.
It's just so inappropriate. What I will say is, I don't know what that drug is. Right? It does sound very nice though. It sounds like some
ketamine.
Bolivian
no, that
sounds like
a Bolivian flake. I think.
Do you know what it sounds like?
Coke.
It sounds like, just listen.
That's Coke.
Listen. I'm not asking what it is. I'm telling you what it sounds like. So like when you go to McDonald's and they have like a summer menu, right? Like the Fiesta stack or whatever. This sounds like the ice cream man has come and he's got this summertime flake. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like 99, but it's got all this color coming out of it. And I'm like, yes, I want that. And then you ruin it and you're like, no, it's Coke. And I'm like, okay, I just ruined it. It was a nicer picture in my head. Summertime flake.
I mean, the name.
It just sounds
flake
Bolivia. Like I'm thinking color, I'm thinking expression, I'm thinking carnival in Brazil. Like I'm just thinking is like.
You really have.
I've seen that. It's fine there. Does he mention Bolivia in there? I don't think he does. Anyway.
I mean, I'm assuming they must get some of it out of there, but okay.
It's just terrible, isn't it? So to honor the Queen passing, here's some drugs.
It is, but then I can see. Well, I'm not defending them here, but they're capitalizing on a marketing opportunity, aren't they? Because they're prime people who they're selling to. Think about it. A gram of Coke is 150 quid. Sorry, no, that's wrong. An ounce of weed is 150 quid. Grams of ketamine are 30 quid. So if you're offering a discount and that's your main target market, the upper class people who are likely going to be feeling the pain of it, if anything, they've seized on the opportunity, haven't they?
So you're saying what they should have done is they should have put like a hashtag or an @, and just at the Royals and be like, listen, if you're feeling it, you just want to not feel it, then we
if you're feeling
we can get you sorted with some gear.
If you don't want to feel it anymore, come and see me. Right.
Just hustlers, man. Hustlers gonna be hustlers. That's it.
Yeah. But this is the flip side, isn't it? This is the other side of the PR side of the world, which is underground marketing. Which you have no outrage on, and you can capitalize whenever you feel like it. You don't get any flack
because no one sees it.
There you go.
Like
something
you said,
to lighten the mood a little bit there.
Do you want to light a story as well?
People gotta make their money somehow. All right, go on.
I had my first teeth whitening session.